Hello everybody, welcome to Snyder's Anchor. Today we got another Nukes Top 5 from 5 days ago, and this is scary videos that will make you pee a little. Interesting title. We'll see what we got. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment your thing down below. Let's go.
Built in night.
Also, let me know any scary ghost videos or ghost experiences, paranormal experiences you guys have had in the comments.
1917, the Santa Maria Inn is one of California's oldest and reportedly most haunted hotels. Guests and staff have been reporting strange activity here for decades. Objects moving on their own, unexplained voices and footsteps echoing through the halls, and doors opening and closing for no reason.
Okay.
So, Martha and her husband are staying at the Santa Maria Inn with their border collie, Oreo. They're walking down a hallway when their dog starts acting a bit strange.
Tell me he's looking at them. He was looking at them. Look, he's looking at them.
Oh, he's growling.
He's looking at the bench.
He's growling at the bench. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't care what scenario you... Who the hell names their dog Oreo? What the heck are you getting next one to name it Chips Ahoy? What are we doing here?
He doesn't want to go buy it.
What was that? I heard a voice just say come back. Was that her?
Dog Oreo freaks out, wants nothing to do with the bench in the hotel's hall.
Yeah, no, he wants nothing. They want that dog was like, no, I'm not going near that bench. That's some shit there's some shit on that bench you don't want to know about.
He jumps back, growls, and flat out refuses to go near it. But that's not all that happens in this video, because it's what they hear on the recording later that makes their skin crawl. I'll play that as Oreo is running away from the bench, and a chilling disembodied voice whispers, "Come back, come back."
I heard the first time, I didn't hear the second time it said it.
Now, Martha originally recorded this video of the dog's strange reaction over 5 years ago. She says she only recently realized she also captured this chilling, unexplained voice calling out for their dog. Unseen attack.
A new attraction in town is sure to leave even some skeptics a little spooked. The Savannah Paranormal Museum.
There's a paranormal museum. It's in Savannah, Georgia, though. I want to go to a paranormal museum. That sounds awesome.
Now
Well, I don't
open
even
down
get
on
to-
West Boundary. Yikes.
It's not even
The Savannah
near where I'm-
Paranormal
God damn it.
Museum in downtown Savannah, Georgia is dedicated to the city's long haunted history and all things paranormal. The museum also houses a large collection of supposedly haunted artifacts and dolls from around the world, and many believe these very items have actually led to the building itself being haunted.
Okay, hold on. I'm suspicious of that, considering the fact the girl is there. Is one girl, let's say maybe like a tour guide or something, is just laughing and straddling. Laughing and just walking along. She doesn't care. I think she's, I don't know. That one is real. Okay, well, that's a bit fun. That's something
But lately, activity at the museum seems to be escalating and becoming more aggressive. One morning, the museum's podcast producer, J.K. Timmons, is working at the front desk when something
You have a podcast? And what do you have a podcast for?
happens that terrifies him.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm not buying this. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that. That looks ridiculous and stupid. What type of force do you got into this? That doesn't even sound like a shove. I don't know what that is. You wouldn't be shoved. You wouldn't. What the f causes that? Your butt. That seems weird. I don't trust it.
First, J.K. hears a call from somewhere nearby,
Coffee's weird.
and he turns to look, but there's no one there. In fact, he's the only person in the building, and something shoves him hard into the desk. He grabs
I don't buy the shove. The shove I don't buy.
his laptop and just hurries out of the museum. Just a week later, and the group is conducting a paranormal investigation inside the Savannah Paranormal Museum. What happens next is chilling. One of the paranormal investigators is slammed
That's another one. What the fuck even would hit you to go? Because I've been punched in the. I've had butt shots to the back.
in the back by an unseen force, nearly knocking him to the ground. So did the Paranormal Museum capture 2 real ghost attacks on camera? You can check out their full video covering both incidents over on their YouTube channel, Haunted City Studios, and judge for yourself. Invisible guests. A young woman named Sydney is invited to be a bridesmaid at a family wedding. She's thrilled, especially when she finds out the bride's parents have rented a nice old Airbnb for her family to stay at all week. But her excitement fades fast, because from the moment they arrive, Sydney notices that her dog starts acting strangely at the bottom of the staircase, as if something there is really disturbing him.
She's so weird. You know, you heard. Jesus Christ.
Someone forcing to stumble the dog to leave.
Very oddly, just got yanked. I was like, woohoo! What the? Just got threw it up there just to see if it goes. Like, woohoo! I can throw it up.
She upward before it falls back around the dog's neck. The couple along is creepy enough, but if you listen closely right before the leash seems to be yanked upward, you can hear what sounds like footsteps running up the old wooden staircase.
Yep.
Sydney has no idea what could have made the dog's leash fly upward like that.
Okay, so this is the leash. If this moves, I'm literally going to run. There she goes again. I don't think the leash is gonna move, but she's definitely sensing something.
Again, the dog reacts as if there is something there, but
It only go. That's the part that's curious to me. Is it only goes halfway up? It won't go all the way up the stairs. I don't know if it does like later on at night, but when it's this moment, it's when it's like.
Sydney can't figure out what's going on.
Stops.
However, she's starting to notice a pattern. The dog only freaks out at the bottom of the stairs, never near the top.
I just found a door back here, so I don't think that's what's on.
How the hell? I'm sorry. How did you not notice there was a fucking door there the entire time? You want me to believe you just noticed the door? How blind do you have
On
to
the
be
stairs,
to notice
I
there's a
think
freaking
it's
door
something
that you
that's
just can't get
underneath.
in? There's a weird little door type thing in my fucking
door's
in my
locked.
bedroom, in my place.
Obviously, it's an
I don't know where it
Airbnb,
goes to.
so
I can't get it. It's not a door I
they
can
lock
enter.
a lot of the doors
There's a
up.
doorknob
As
or
she
anything.
looks around, she realizes that there's a locked door at the back of the stairs. Sydney and her sister decide to investigate the strange door, and what they find is absolutely chilling.
So this is the switch. You guys can see the light is on right there.
Just there's something at the door. Oh my god.
As Sydney pulls her phone back, someone seems to turn the door knob and yank the door.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sydney is terrified. She thinks that maybe there's someone else in the Airbnb with them.
I sent a video to the landlord of the Airbnb asking, like, hey, is there someone else renting it out as well as us or what? Because there's a room under the stairs that we can get into. It's locked, so I didn't know. And basically he was like, no, you guys are the only ones that are in the Airbnb right now. We booked it out for a week. So
So now Sydney begins to wonder if they caught something paranormal when they had a bizarre encounter at the door. They go back to record again, and this is where things take a terrifying turn.
I will admit, your ass is for you to think a stranger is living in this house with you, and you to keep poking the fucking prodding at this person of just trying to stick the fucking your phone under the door and banging on the thing and all that shit, turning the light on.
yeah.
You're gonna fucking act a stranger, then he's coming to kill you. Because he's fucking, you don't leave him alone. You're both there.
Okay, every time we've knocked before, this doorknob would turn a little bit.
You're testing the face of this thing. Oh my god! In fairness, I'm not gonna lie, I probably do that too. You tested the patience way too far. I'm taking your phone away from you. I don't trust you with it.
Someone Sydney
Okay, I'm actually somewhat befuddled by this, because that part makes me think it's a person.
yanks the phone right out of her hand. Then there's a second pull, just enough to start the phone sliding down what looks like a set of stairs on the other side of the door.
Down the stairs.
And then, weirdest of all,
It waits a minute.
the phone
and then
seems
it
to lift
shows
back
the
up
door
and
the
point
stairs.
toward the door
Immediately dropping it,
before
because
dropping
it might,
again.
you know, it didn't wanna-
Sydney
but-
calls the owner and he comes over to unlock the door and retrieve her phone.
How are you going to explain what has happened here? That's my question.
But it turns out that the door doesn't exactly lead to a little room under the stairs. It actually leads to a dark, creepy basement. And while it's open, Sydney notices some strange scratches on the bottom of the door. Sydney and her family have now left the old Airbnb and burned home. But just what they encountered. Was it something
I'd
supernatural?
become too curious. I'm not joking. I'd be too curious. I'd have to figure out more. I'd have to know more.
As always, you decide. It's cold outside. You keep warm. It's Mom New Top 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirt, hoodies, and coffee mug. But we also have blankets, pillows, and mug sleeves. You even get scythe and wrapping paper.
I still say, if anyone ever sends me a gift, you better send it in Nuke's Top 5 wrapping paper. I'll just say it. You better. I will, except for the, people I would know send me stuff. I've said every person ever sent me
Anyway,
anything.
shipping is free and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Hit your...
What was that, sir?
So this next audio clip was actually sent to me months ago. And I ignored it. I figured it was another fake over-the-top 911 creature encounter story. But after it kept getting sent in to me over and over, I finally decided to look into it. And it turns out this is a real 911 call. The call was made in Pender County, North Carolina on July 31st, 2021 at around 11 p.m. And Snopes.com actually confirmed it with the Pender County Sheriff's Office. It is maybe the weirdest 911 call I have ever heard. Take a listen.
Anything, 911, what's the executive emergency?
I'm driving on Tuesday. I just lost the Black River, and I thought I got out of that location.
Where you at, sir?
I'm on Tuesday. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53E. I just passed Matrix 1.
Okay, so you're over near Moose Creek?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road? What was that, sir? Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in my truck.
Okay, what's in the road?
There's something in my truck.
Good. There's something in the bed of your truck?
Just now, I just turned on my red light for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, so when you say something, what do you mean?
I just thought it was like something over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
Now again, this call is verified. It is a real 911 call. But obviously that doesn't mean that everything the caller said is verified. According to the man, he first saw what looked like an injured person on the side of the road. And then out of nowhere, a pale humanoid figure with sunken eyes and no nose or ears jumped into the bed of his truck and pressed its face right against the back glass. He says he slammed on the brakes and the thin floor of the cab, hit the road, got up, and ran into the woods. The Houston County case file actually confirmed the report with the County Sheriff, Alan Cutler.
About 11 o'clock p.m. that he called in our 911 dispatch of an individual standing on the side of the road and it appeared to be bleeding. Now he said he was traveling 55 or 60 miles an hour, so I can see how traveling at speed in the dark, it would be difficult to exactly identify what he saw. But he stated that it looked like a human being standing there with streaks of blood coming down. It is very hard to listen to that call to that 911 tape without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time I heard it.
Now obviously there's
Is he a robot? There was zero mood change even when he said it. It was the most robotic tone I've ever heard a police officer speak.
no way to verify what the man saw. But keep in mind, he stayed on the line 911, pulled over, and actually met up with sheriff's deputies. And he wasn't arrested for making false reports or for being under the influence of anything. So what exactly...
In fairness, I don't know how you could have made, because you can't verify it's a false report. But you also can't verify it's an actual report either, that he's not wasting your time. So that's a very tough one.
It happened there. Sheriff Cutler said people in that area report strange things all the time.
For years, the residents and people out there in the area near Battlefield have reported seeing things and hearing things that they couldn't exactly understand.
If you want a full deep dive on this case over on the YouTube channel, Carolina Case Files. Pulled from
I just checked that out.
a dream.
For a video. I just might check it out in general.
News Top 5 viewer Nicola says that ever since they moved to young daughter Hannah into her own room, the nursery camera's been catching some very strange things at night. On evenings Hannah sleeps, the camera records this.
Sorry, I pressed the button, but like, what the heck causes
Camera
that?
records
that amount of
this.
force to, like, people cause the whole room to shake. Look at this. It hit something. The kid is jolted. That is jolted. The entire fucking camera is. What the heck caused that amount of force? The only thought I have is that kid, like, went head first into this, and it pushed this and caused it to shake. That's all I can think of, but I don't know if a child.
Little Hannah's foot seems to be pulled by something. Pulled so hard that not only does the move, but
Oh, no, okay, so never mind. That doesn't fit the narrative.
it even shakes the camera several feet away. She wakes up screaming from the sudden jolt. Now, normally I would just dismiss a video like this as a child kicking in her sleep. But again, it's pulled so violent that it actually shakes part of the room, and it really doesn't even seem to make contact with the bed. So it's hard to believe that a toddler could create that much force on her own. But is it supernatural? As always, you decide. If you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, email me at nukestop5@gmail.com. You can also tag me on TikTok at nukestop5official, and be sure to tag me only at nukestop5official, because there are a lot of fake accounts on there. What waits in shadows? A woman named Sarah cleans her homes for a realtor when her tenants move out. But there's a house that she keeps getting called back to, because renters never seem to stay there for long. Always breaking leases and leaving early. The realtor has never explained why. Sarah decides to film a quick tour of the house, and she starts to realize why no one ever stays.
Esta casa se ha limpiado muchísimas veces porque rompe el contrato de mames. Ya es noche. Estoy sola. Chingados usted. Ay, papá. Mira, está chupando. ¿Dónde está la persona? Chinga. Listo. Entonces voy a enseñar. Esta es una recámara. Se está poniendo ahorita eso. Ahorita les voy a enseñar. ¡Ey! ¡Ven acá! No mames. Espérame. Iba a dejar quemando, pero la neta me está una cosa. Se me llama para acá. No sé qué sea. Soy yo, Julia. No me acuerdo de la que se está poniendo. Ay, no. Creo que es muy bueno. Yo voy a chingar.
First, the door to the toilet opens on its own, but Sarah shrugs it off. Then a creepy voice can be heard mumbling something indistinct.
Entonces, ese niño dice que la van varias.
But again, Sarah doesn't notice. But then Sarah does notice an odd tapping sound from somewhere in the house and goes to investigate.
Se escucha algo por acá. No sé qué sea. Escucha, Julia.
Did you see it? As Sarah goes to investigate the strange tapping sound, something in the dark bedroom seems to peek out at her and then ducks back inside.
I'm
But in the dark, even Sarah doesn't see it. And just to confirm that this is a veritable just something already in the room, earlier in this video, Sarah filmed into the same room, and there was nothing there. A few months later, another girl opens on the phone, and Sarah has had about enough of the creepy house. She just heads for the door. But did Sarah capture a haunted house and Ridders just won't stay in? Let me know what you think. Scary videos. This is where all the videos go. They're not necessarily scary, but are just weird, or funny, or new. First up, the young woman says that she was playing the Wii board earlier in the night, and then she's recording herself in her car singing along to her favorite song. She sees a pair of golden eyes right behind her. Okay, never mind. Those aren't golden eyes. That's just an address. Moving on. Now, if you're like me, you're loving these series.
That's sad.
Welcome Dairy. And so, you also might enjoy this.
Oh my god, Stanley!
And finally, this.
That's so dope.
Say this
And it's true, Kate has zero surveillance.
sometimes just dealing with yourself is the scariest thing you can do.
Let's just start recording before the green screen comes up.
So that's all for this week.
That's just dumb. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for this reaction video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you for the next one.
Offer rejection. You just have to accept, record.
I don't believe you. He just says he paid for his own. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Okay, here's why. Okay, here's the only thing that makes me unsure about that. I know enough about traveling to know that you guys can't on location to get to the Saudi freaking Arabia. So you must find me how that son of a bitch got the Saudi freaking Arabia. That's it, you know me. Oh.
So we all know in the real world, eventually we're going to be taken over by robots. Robots and feed us to their robot babies. But hopefully that's not for at least 25 years. In the new season, they added bots to the game. I'd say a third of the lobby is bots. We all know what bots look like. They play like how I imagined an actual chihuahua at a keyboard would play. So if I make a custom lobby, I'm a content creator and we get custom lobbies, so I say. Just a bunch of random numbers. This means I can create a lobby with no other players in it and it's entirely filled with bots. Now first up, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone supporting the merchant. Man shoot bullets down the back of the game. Alright, let's see how a full game of bots plays out. Yeah, look at all those bot names. Breaker, 58. Laser, Smart name. Let me know a bot. So, first game, I just want to spectate how bots play. When the entire lobby is bots, how does it play out? Let's see if he can kill me. I'm gonna pickaxe this bot down. Pickaxe him. Easy. Shark Boy 64 button. Alright, from now on, I can avoid killing him. That was just. I can't turn down a good pickaxe fight, even if a robot is on the other end. Yep, there's another bot. Oh, he's building walls. Look at him crank. He has no idea I'm even here. Oh, there's another bot. Let's witness a bot fight. This is incredible. Look at the bots fight each other. Look at them fight. Man, technology has come so far. Look at these guys fight each other. No, don't fight me. Don't fight me, bro. Just gotta drink my shield here. Hey. I will not die in a bot lobby. There's the other bot. Let's see what he does if I throw a grenade at his feet. Oh, he runs. Okay, he tries to run and jump away. Okay, he stays still. What if I throw another grenade? He tries to. He just walked on top of me. I think this must be how Fresh sees me. I mean, this kind of does feel like we've gone back to season 1. They did a good job programming these bots. They're proper season 1 players. You can see all bots only build one single wall. You can see all their single walls. And no matter what, they will Terminator mode through your builds. You're pesky. I don't like you, bot. Which side am I on? Which side am I on? You can't catch me. Where am I? I want to watch out for that grenade. Okay, relax. Okay. I love their names, dude. Their names me such happiness. Can we get a petition to make Laser a bot name? Epic Games, let's make it happen. Oh, try to use the shotgun on me. Try to catch me a bot. Try to get me a bot. I'll save you, bot. You're in the water. You can't. He might have a trap. Damn it, I want to find a trap. Oh, there's so many bots in this vicinity.
What if we put 6 invisible bronzes against 1 pro player? It starts with a 1v1, and if the bronze loses, another one is added to the team.
What is that? We have to work as a team.
How long can the pros survive?
Mel and Bobs will be the first 2 in.
Why did you put me?
You've got this, Mel. You've got this.
Good luck, buddy.
You got this. I have to kill Bob. You have to kill Bob.
Now I'm nervous for you.
Shut up! Don't be nervous for me.
Could you imagine if now actually whips it out, kills him twice, and wins the whole video straight away? We don't have to play. We turns into a short enough win.
Okay, if I build, do I become uninvisible? Yes.
Where is she?
Because he's got visual on, he can see my footsteps. It's not fair. Are you a crouch? Because he can't see that. He can only see walking. That's all it is. Oh, this is going to be a good video.
I hear her. I hear her.
Oh my god.
Shoot him.
Wait, can you not see the card in crouch walk?
No, I'm emoting. I'm emoting. Oh.
I hear her, bro.
When is she gonna get out of invisibility to do this?
Where is she? I hear you, bro. Yeah.
Now is a perfect question for you, Venus.
Oh my god, wait, this is actually hard.
He's kind of thing out of nothing.
He goes, oh, bro, what? Wait, this is actually hard. What? I am so scared.
I played to my strengths. I played to my strengths, you know? He's actually freaking out. Hey, don't freak out.
I'm so lost.
Don't freak out. It's okay. It's okay. Where are you?
This is the hardest thing ever. Chill it down. 100. Yes!
They just jump into his box at the same time. I'm not gonna say them anything. I'm not gonna say anything, but if they just jump in the box at the same time, they'd be good. I have strategic.
We got 4 damage.
He's invisible.
Yeah, he's on top of the hill.
Right next to me. What just happened? He shotgunned me right.
Wait, did he rest?
Box is right next to him dancing. He's running right on me.
Oh my god, he's absolutely not
He's right next to me.
Let's do this.
Volks, you do not get paid the money that you used. Not Volks, I'm laying down the law. You do not get paid. You are not. You are. Why are you supposed to act like this is some shit guys? Not up there. Look at the photos of people. How we got this?
Remember, you got 4. You got this.
We have to work as a team. We need it. Wait, let's make a plan. Oh, he's started. Started. Okay. We need to overload his.
Oh, good. Good pressure. The scar should be doing a little bit of something damage.
So fun. Oh, that's all. Oh no. Oh, I with every shot. Everyone shoot the same time.
I want him to come down so I can do a pump.
Everyone shoot the same.
Get down. Yeah, I'm bringing it to you. Right next to him, and then spray right